StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between SortOf and Major on Galactic Process, the latter edition. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is SortOf, representing Revolution Gaming. And in the top right side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Major, representing Invasion Esport in the country of Mexico. So we have Mexico versus, crap, is it Sweden? Dang it, where is SortOf from? It's some Scandinavian country. I'm entirely certain of that. SortOf SC2. Dang it, phone. I know this. Sweden! Holy crap, I was right. Okay, so he is Swedish. So it is Sweden versus Mexico, a matchup. You don't see a whole lot. We might see it in the Olympics, though, which are coming up here. They might have already started airing by the time this will post. I'm not entirely sure what the start date of that is. Sometime in August, and my current buffer does go to that point. Either way, hatch first out of SortOf into an extractor. Again, I do love SortOf's play style. Back when a lot of Zergs were playing defensively, he was all about aggression, man. Ling run-bys, Ling counterattacks, macroing well back home, getting up giant Zerg armies while your opponent is chasing around those Zerglings, just getting up whatever you want back into your base and then kind of crushing. So I'm interested to see what SortOf can do here against Major. Major has been around for a while. He's a pretty darn solid Terran player of his own right, and he is going to go Reaper Expand. So this Reaper's name is going to be Ezekiel. It's not Ezekiel, it is just straight up Ezekiel. That was a recommendation that I got on my channel. Ezekiel is a prophet or a book in the Bible. Is it a book in the Bible? No, it is not. It is the name of a prophet. No, maybe it is Ezekiel. Old Testament has a lot of books I'm not super familiar with. Anyway, Ezekiel the Reaper is an old man. An old man who retired from a life at the post office, got sick of retirement, and said, you know what? I'm not going to go to my death in a chair. I'm going to strap on a rocket suit. Try to take as many of those filthy Zerg as I can with me. See, the Zerg had been harassing his postmen for a long time, waylaying postal trains, biting postmen on the leg, Zerglings, that kind of stuff. And so he's going to go out and get some revenge for them. And here he comes. Hopping up. SCV scouted some things out first. There are 4 Lings on the field, exactly what you want if you're SortOf. Some pretty good micro on display here from Ezekiel. Can he get any Ling kills? Oh man, there's a lot of Lings out now. Run! Run! He still has no kills though. Some amazing micro from SortOf, not allowing any of those Lings to die. Now there's a Queen out. Speed's about 50% complete, so they can't get us around on that Reaper quite yet, unless he stays on the creep too long. Come on, Ezekiel. There you go. Hit it. Oh, get down. Don't go on the creep. Run for your life. Throw down another KD8 charge. Oh, is there a way to... Oh, no. Are you stuck now? Ezekiel, run. Ezekiel. Oh, Ezekiel. Ezekiel, I don't think he got any kills. No, he killed a Ling. Nice job, Ezekiel. You took 1 cursed Zerg with you. Congratulations on your retirement and your death. Ling's heading on out. Again, we've seen this map before. There's these crazy little attack paths that Zerglings can take, especially you have to wall this off. If you're Major, you have to wall this off. If you're Major, you have to worry about this getting knocked down as well. Just so many places Lings can cause you so much grief. However, they're not trying to cause him grief now. They're just going to go ahead and knock down this Destructible, which is called a Destructible. Hellions pushing on out here too, trying to see what they can do. But there's a Queen there. There are some Speedlings out. I'm just not sure. Is that another Reaper? Reaper number 2. Should we name this one as well? Is he going to live? That's the question here. All right, you know what? We're going to name him. We're going to name him Reaper Alex. All right, Alex, here's your chance. Here is your chance to kill Lings. Here's your chance to scout stuff out. Did he scout? He scouted the 3rd. Nice job, Alex. That's 33% of your grade. Excellent, excellent job indeed. Hanging out with some Hellion buddies. That might actually extend his life a little bit. Overlord scouting what's going on here inside the main base. Really can only see the orbital command and the refineries. Hellions trying to stab or roast things up. They don't stab things. They don't have knives or swords or anything. No, they do not. More and more Hellions on the way, though. This is a pretty big group of Hellions, and they're not doing anything right now. Why? And a Banshee mix. All right, so Banshee, Reaper, Hellion here. It is the ultimate in harassment strategy out of Major. Lings, I'm not sure are going to cut it here. Hellion count is big. Banshees eat those things alive. Evolution Chamber. And there it is. Creep Tumor dies. 3 Queens. Pretty good. The Banshee trying to sneak around the backside and kill some drones while the Queens are otherwise distracted by the Hellions. And it is going to get some kills off here. One, bam, gets two. Maybe trying to kill this Queen as well. Does not have Cloak, mind you. Get out of there. The Queens are going to roast you alive and probably should come back in here with these Hellions, but no. Nope. Did that? No, the Reaper's still alive. Reaper's still alive. Reaper Alex hanging out up there. Watch him on the minimap. I'll try to keep an eye on him too. So the 6 Hellions, really not quite confident in what they want to do here. Going on to the creep seems like a suicide mission. There are so many speedlings and so many Queens out. Third base has been established by the SortOf. Roasting up those Queens. If you have enough of these Hellions, you can roast up a Queen. It just takes a lot. It takes a lot of fire here because they're not light, and it halves the damage they normally do. So going for it. And Hellion Micro moving that Hellion back. Good job moving the Queen back too. Transfuse, keeping that Queen alive, sort of. You're so good at this game. You are so good. +1/+1 on the melee attack and Carapace, ground Carapace for the Zerglings and Ultras, as well as Galil Reconstitution for the Roaches. Did I say? Yes, I did. Queens, 2 Queens here, 3 Queens here. Transfuse, keeping it alive, and bam! Liberator is gone, so pretty good stuff here. Banshee dead, Liberator dead, Reaper dead, and 1 Ling and 3 drones have died thus far. So pretty darn good control out of SortOf this far. 62-51 total Harvesters and an Infestation Pit coming up from SortOf at the same time. And Stim and +1/+1 coming up for the Bios stuff. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm a little bit disappointed in these Hellions. I thought for sure they'd get at least a couple drone kills, but as it stands, no. The Queen count too high. Queen count too intimidating. There are 6 of them. Good for creep spread. Good for base defense. I mean, it's not mass Queen, but just more than 3 Queens seems to be pretty nice there. 4th base there for SortOf. And scouted? No, not scouted. Not scouted. Interestingly enough, Reaper still here, waiting to see if Lings come. Try to knock down this destructible stuff. And Hellions just look. I mean, they have map control, which is nice. They should be able to kill any Lings that try to come out here off the creep, but I don't know. Another Liberator sets up here for Major. Does get 2 kills, but oh, the Queen count. Queen count almost gets it. 18 hit points remaining there. Queen going to finish that off. No big deal. Man, the Queens have been good. Queens have been good in this matchup so far. Double Medevac. Widowmines coming out. A lot of Marines, too. Melee attack level 1 just now completing for SortOf. And Infestors on the way, as well as a Hive. Gee willikers. 7-minute Hive out of SortOf right now. Roaches here, which means that the Hellions are basically useless. I think this composition is pretty good for SortOf against what we're seeing here for Major. Roach is good against both of these things, although with Medevac support and Stim, not as wonderful. Both players just dancing up. Nobody really wants to commit. The Lings trying to get on in and get some stuff. Roach is getting some acid saliva on top of everything and then forced to retreat back to the creep as well. Some creep spread here would be nice. There it is. Good creep spread pushing on out. Another attempted drop here for Major. Actually, first attempted drop for Major. +2 attack and +2 Carapace on the way. And a Spore Crawler popping up there just in case some drops try to swing around that side. And it looks like they may be, as Major has making a beeline right to this location. I think the Spore Crawler will finish before the Medevacs get there. It's just a question of, is it enough? Some Roaches. I think he flew right past that Overlord is the problem. So there are some Roaches here. And there are some Medevacs here too, landing, trying to kill an Overlord, but it has pneumatized Carapace. It will not sit around while you try to kill it. Again, a bit of a skirmish here. Hellbat transformation available for Major. Ultralisk Cavern on the way for SortOf. This is an 8-minute Ultra Cavern, you guys. 8 minutes. Roaches trying to deal with these Marines, doing a fairly good job of it, losing some Roaches. Another attack on over here. A Fungal Bile catching one of the Medevacs. That's got to hurt. That is such a powerful combination for Zerg players. Trying to fly in here. The Spore Crawler hitting the Medevac for lots of points. Queen stabbing away at it too. Roaches going the wrong direction. Roaches this way. Oh, the Spore's going to finish off the Medevac, and it does! And it does. Holy shamoly. Marines are here, but not for long, and they are gone. Widowmines trying to get some burrowed shots off here, but this Ravager Infestor thing is great. Look out, Infestor! Oh, nice pick off. Nice pick off there by Major. Corrosive Bile landing, not hitting much of anything. Trying to get that stupid Widowmine. Does manage to get it. Pushing on up with this +1/+1. Going after the Queen. Gets the Queen. Extractor does manage to stay alive, though. Picking up, lifting off. Are there any Infestors here? Widowmine shots. Getting stuff, too. Do you have an Overseer? Yes, but it's over here instead of over by the Widowmines. Unfortunately, Lings and Roaches and Ravagers trying to sneak on in. That's... Why are these guys... I don't know. There might have been a drop of some kind, but did not go very well. It would appear for the Terran player. All right, so killing creep tumors. And that medevac has stuff in it and is super duper low on health here. Another fungal catching everything here. Widow Mines are massive, but the ultras are a big stinking deal here. So how does Major deal with ultras? Chitinous plating is just now finished. 10-minute ultras seem like a problem if you're a Terran player. So this small group has stopped trying to knock down these rocks. It's instead getting healed up. Ultra comes right on in with that +2 attack. 41 damage. Wham, wham. 41 splash damage as well. A pick up and a boost from Major. There are still roaches there. Good splitting of his army by SortOf, I'd say. Defensively, he's doing very well indeed. Going to try to land here possibly, but there's a lot of Zerg. A lot of Zerg just waiting. Big Marine attack with Marauders mixed in here too. It's just you don't do enough damage against the Ultras with straight Marines. Widow Mines still getting shots off. Did they finally get cleaned up? They finally got cleaned up. Coming on in, getting the Queen. Oh, Medevac does get killed by the Queen though. Getting the Ultra Cavern is what you really need right now. Get that Ultra Cavern, and they do. Ultra Caverns die fast, surprisingly. Meanwhile, Liberators absolutely cleaned this place out. 23 drones have been killed thus far, but the Ultras are your problem for Major. He's getting Mass Liberator, making them 4 at a time. That seems like a good choice. I do like Liberators against Ultras if you're a Terran player. And again, Marauders with full upgrades, also nice. Ghosts. Ghosts are good answers. Is there a Ghost Academy anywhere for Major? No. No such thing as a Ghost Academy for Major. Liberators still trying to find nice places to kill things. I like the positioning of the spawning, or the Spore Crawler, I really do. This seems to be the battleground though. If you can kill this, again, Ultra is kind of the big problem. They're not dying fast enough for Major is the issue here. Some Liberators mixed in with your army might be good. Liberator with 11 kills. Corrosive Bile catches it before it can move. Almost got that Infestor there. And a Liberator with 0 kills is getting chased away by that Queen. Trying to kill the Overlord. That base is trying to come up as 2. Major dancing around. It's 192 to 185 total supply. Major's macro is looking pretty fantastic. He's up 70 to 62 Harvesters. It's just he needs something against these Ultras is what he needs. Infestor dies. Again, Ultra now has 7 armor. Soon to have 8. Very shortly indeed. Ling's taking some shots. There's the Liberators with the Planetary Fortress support. So SortOf doesn't feel comfortable enough to move in here with the Planetary Fortress and the Liberators, so he's going to back on out. Another attempted drop here. Gets an Infestor. These roaches, I'm not sure there are enough of them. These guys are +2/+2. Ravagers coming in, doing a little bit better, forcing Major to pick up and lift off. The reinforcements have arrived. Another attack. Once again, they do kill an Ultra, which is nice. Corrosive Bile landing, getting some shots off there. I mean, he got a little bit cocky. 3 Ultras have died thus far. Actually, let's make that. Yep, that's a total of 3. And Ultra count is at 1. So SortOf not necessarily mass producing these Ultras. I'm not sure if he feels too confident in it. Major flying around with his medevacs. Overlord trying to scout stuff out as well here. It's 188 to 199 total supply. Major does have a lead, and this Liberator count is huge. Nidus network for SortOf though. All right, we're going to see some Nidus play, which is always a lot of fun here. And SortOf is supply blocked. I mean, not heavily, but he is definitely supply blocked here. All right, so what do? Setting up defender mode circles everywhere. This is very Pult-esque. Corrosive Bile landing, killing 1 of the Liberators. Just trying to set up the circles and bait the Ultras into the circles. Can't quite do it. There are Corrosive Biles landing everywhere. And giant Ling counterattack, though, coming on this way, being held on this location by the supply depot wall. But not much else is making that happen. Corrosive Bile landing, getting yet another 2 Liberators there, but workers are getting killed all over the place. Ling's free reign on up here. Major is now supply blocked. SCVs running for their lives, forced to pull back and deal with this Ling counterattack. Ling's inside mineral lines, and they are fully upgraded Ling's. Adrenal glands just now bumping on up here. Major not looking good, dude. It is 64 to 59 total Harvesters. Still has the lead. If he can clean this out, he might be okay. He just might be okay here. There's a couple Lings you got to get rid of. Don't bring your whole army for these. Just 2 Lings. All right, fine. Fine, do it. +3 attack is on the way for Major. Again, severely supply blocked. It does take longer to get out of that than a Zerg player would. Corruptors coming up from SortOf. I love that. Keep that medevac count down. There are currently 3 on the field, and 7 have been killed by SortOf thus far. So beautiful stuff from SortOf. Another base coming right on up, and here we go. Here it is, the Liberators. Oh, the fungal bile catching the Liberators, killing 2 of them immediately. Corrosive Bile's landing all over the place, getting some shots off, but look at this, killing the Ultras, pushing on in, killing creep tumors, killing a Queen as well. This Ling counterattack trying to do stuff, but the wall has been reestablished. There's the Nidus inside the main base. Taking the gold base is Major and setting up a defensive position Unfortunately, speedlings, cracklings are going to be inside your base at some point here. These lings trying to get through the wall, distracting while the Nidus finishes. And there it is. There is that Nidus Worm. Roaches actually popping out. A small number of roaches going after that supply depot. The army coming up from the bottom side before that planetary fortress finishes. No! Can't get there before it finishes. All those lings are completely dead. It's 199 to 159 total supply. Sort of has the lead. Roaches are trying to kill stuff. I don't think they've actually managed to kill anything yet. But not the most cost-efficient Nidus Worm in the entire universe. But still always fun to see. Nonetheless, is he going to kill that? Yes, going to kill the Nidus Worm. That's fantastic. Here, Planetary Fortress trying to do what you can do. Corruptors coming right on in, getting rid of those Liberators. Trying to repair. Not going to happen. PF is gone. SCV is getting destroyed everywhere, and that's it. A GG from Major. Major is defeated, and SortOf is victorious. So Zerg takes the win today. Again, just great defense. That early harassment by Major just didn't do enough. I don't think. I mean, yes, he did kill 35 drones, but most of that was Liberator play. It wasn't the Hellions. It wasn't the Reapers. It wasn't the Banshee. That stuff just got shut down hard with the Mass Queen play. Not Mass Queen, but more Queens than usual play from SortOf. Yes, SortOf did lose a base here and there, but just kept it up. Got those Ultras out early. Major went for Liberator, which was nice, but that Ravager count was just too high. Took those Liberators down. Corruptors got mixed in as well, and that was it for Major. So well done by SortOf. Gets the win today. Represents Sweden very well. All right, so that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.